So we are learning about 3 marks of Buddhism: anatta, no self, non-substantial, which means there is no unchanging, permanent essence in phenomena. So in our life, everything is changing, and then there is nothing. We can call it permanent or never changing. So this is water, and then question is, what is the shape of water? What is the shape of water? Yeah, the answer is no shape, no color. Yeah. Water has no shape. If we pour water into this shape of a cup, it becomes that shape. If we pour water into a round container, it becomes round. So water has no shape, no color. No shape, therefore, can be any kinds of shape. Yeah. So also in Buddhism teaching, this no self also means emptiness. Emptiness means no shape, no color. Therefore, can be anything. Yeah? Because again, it is empty. Can be anything. Well, do you know how many countries in the world? How many countries in the world? I checked on the internet, and then it said about 200 countries. Yeah, so we know there are different countries: USA, Japan, Brazil, Canada. Yeah, different countries. But if we go to space with a space shuttle, and if we see our Earth from the space, what we see is we see only one Earth. We cannot see countries or divided countries. Yeah, we see only one Earth. But however, in our human life here, we say this is Japan, this is the USA, this is Brazil or Canada, other countries. We have distinctions. But we know in our history, over centuries and then centuries, people are fighting each other to control others, to invade. We are fighting each other so that we can own other people, other place. But again, that is our distinction. This is my country. And then we try to more expand it. So it's also, we can call it our pride or our attachment or ego. I want more. And then what happens is that we have a history of the fighting. Yeah? But therefore, by having this distinction, this is mine. This is under my control. And then we have blood, war, and then tears, never ending. And then this will be happening forever because we do have this idea of distinction which guiding us to think this is mine. Everything should be under my control. But again, if we can learn, we are sharing so many things. By hurting each other, actually, we are also causing trouble to myself. Yeah? By fighting or killing our enemy, actually, I'm the one who is hurting myself. Without knowing, we are deeply, profoundly connected each other. But I attach, this is mine. Who am I? Yeah, who am I? So in the past video, we learned about our human self, or what is our human happiness or bittersweet. And then at that time, we learned about the 6 senses or 5 senses. Yeah. So we have eyes, seeing, and then we do have hearing. Also, we have nose, smell, and then we do have a mouth, tasting, and then we do have touching. These are 5 senses, and then we can add our mind as a 6th sense. So we human beings are having those 6 senses or 5 senses, consist of 5 senses. So as you can see, we're using our seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching, our five senses. But again, because of this, our sense and then reaction by our perceptions, yeah, we do have, of course, what we like, what we don't like, yeah. Even the hearing, yeah, we know we feel comfortable certain music or words, beautiful words or singing or nice words. We feel happy. We want to hear more. But if music is not good or people using nasty words or words makes you feel uncomfortable, we don't want to hear. Or even to myself, yeah, we often call it selective hearing. Yeah? Selective hearing, we want to hear only what we want to hear. If somebody talking about me, something bad about me, we feel upset. Yeah, even we can apply for each sense. We have our sense. Through our perception, what we receive it, we put a judgment or distinction. This is a good, this is a bad, this is a wrong, this is right. Based on my taste, my situation, my convenience, yeah? And then we put a label. And then for something we like, we want to welcome. We will more attach. For the something we don't like it, we want to reject. We want to remove it. Yeah. And then, but again, even for the something we like, we more attach to it. And then this attachment we learn cause of suffering or bittersweet. So again, if you remember, we learn there are 8 types of bittersweet or suffering in our life. And then out of 8 types of bittersweet, the number 8 is being attached to the 5 experiential process of the self. Yeah? Being attached to the 5 experiential process of the self. This 5 means 5 senses. Again, by we attach to what we see, what we hear, what we smell, what we taste, what we touch, by being through our perception, also being attached to these what we perceive from 5 senses, we are creating suffering. And then again, if we are the owner of our life, we should have perfect control. We can only hear what I want to hear. We can see only what we can see. And then our function should be perfect, forever healthy and then function well. If we are the owner and if we have a permanent self, However, truth is, everybody will going through aging, illness, Something which was functioning before can be not function anymore. Suppose before I can hear well, but now I cannot hear well. Or before I can see, but now I cannot see. My hands begin to shaking, teeth is disappearing. But even our body, we thought it is my body, but also sometimes out of control or we are losing our abilities. So it also showing if again we are the master of my body and the mind, we are supposed to have perfect, peaceful, happy life. But because we are not truly the master of our life, or temporarily or fortunately we are receiving this body functions, I'm here. Therefore it is called emptiness, or depending on causes and conditions, today I'm here as I am. But it's not like a perfect or permanent self. Just I'm here thanks to each senses and then situation conditions. Therefore, again, there is no such a self we can call perfect, permanent, never changing. Then again, if we begin to think it is me, my body, my mind, we will have a difficulty suffering because there is no such a self we can call it, it's mine. So therefore, Buddhism guiding me, liberation from self, and then becoming free. Yeah? Liberation from this self, it's me, to the becoming free, awakening to the true self, through encountering the larger world of Buddha's enlightenment, which is totally freed from this self, and then becoming free. So Buddhism guiding my life. Satoshi, be aware, open your eyes, encounter true yourself, and then live in the larger world of enlightenment in Buddha's guidance.